Hello and welcome back to the kitchen. Today I am going to show you how to make a jalapeno popper skillet, chicken skillet. And you're going to start off by cooking some bacon. You only need about 8 to 10 pieces, but I love bacon, so I'm doing extra. So you just cook that, render it out. I also have some chicken thighs. It's 2.5 pounds of chicken thighs right here. I cut off a little bit of the fat and season both sides with salt and pepper. And I'm going to throw that in here after I get this bacon cooked. Alright, my bacon is nice and crispy, so I'm going to set it on a paper towel lined plate. And you're going to reserve the bacon grease. And just go ahead and leave a little in the pan so that we can cook the chicken in the bacon grease. Let's see if I can do this carefully. Oh! Okay. I made a little mess, but that is okay. Okay, that didn't happen. Now we're gonna add our chicken and cook our chicken until it's cooked through. And you may need to do a couple batches for the chicken because I'm sure it all won't fit, and that is okay. And I will do that once my chicken is cooked through. Okay, so I have all of my chicken cooked up here. I have it set aside. You're gonna let it cool for about 10 minutes and then cube it up into bite-sized pieces. And you're gonna keep your skillet going. And you're gonna add 1 medium yellow onion and 4 jalapenos. You can either dice them or slice them up. And you're gonna cook that too. But I reserved a few slices here to go on top of it when I put it in the oven. Which you can do, you don't have to, but you know. You're gonna add 5 garlic cloves once this is done. Alrighty, my jalapenos, garlic, and onions are cooked up nicely. So now we are going to add 5 ounces of sour cream to this and 8 ounces of cream cheese, and you're gonna let that melt in. Get that nice and melty. Yeah. Alright, and I'm gonna let this all melt down in with each other. And while it's melting, you can go ahead and cube up your chicken there. Or another thing you can do, if you want, you can use just canned chicken, or get a rotisserie chicken and pull it apart and use that instead of chicken thighs, but I love chicken thighs. Alrighty, my cream cheese is nice and melted in here, and you're gonna take 16 ounces or 4 cups of a cheddar. You can use Colby Jack or whatever, but I'm using 4 cheese Mexican. And you're gonna take about 1/3 of all that cheese and add it into here. And the rest will be for topping. So you add that in and then let it melt a little bit, and then you're gonna add the chicken back in. And if you want to thin it out a little bit, you can add some like heavy cream or water, chicken broth, just plain milk to make it a little thinner, which I might add a splash of half and half in here. Very cheesy. Very cheesy. So this is completely optional, but you know, I wanted a little thinner. And I did turn the heat down. I had it on like medium high there for a while, but I turned it down to melt the cream cheese and sour cream into here. I'm gonna add the chicken and see how it looks. Throw your chicken in here. Just mix that in. I'm gonna add a little extra, half and half. You're also gonna add your bacon in at this point too. Throw this bacon in here. And if you don't feel like cooking bacon either, although cooking everything fresh is gonna be the tastiest way to do it, in my opinion. You can use bacon bits if you want, if you're feeling lazy. Again, you don't need a whole pack of bacon, but why not? Also, I used uncured bacon, which is generally, I noticed they have a little less in the pack than normal bacon. Get that all mixed up in there good. Make sure you have a good sized skillet for this too, so that it doesn't overflow. I'm just gonna get everything in here nice and flat now, because I'm going to top it now. Get it ready for the oven. I can't remember if I said or not, but do make sure your oven is preheated to 375 degrees. I'm gonna top it with the rest of my cheese. Oops. Don't worry, the amount of cheese and the jalapenos will even each other out in your stomach. You're going to go ahead and top this with the reserved jalapeno slices, any way you'd like. Could have saved a couple more, but that's fine. Okay, next you're gonna slice up some green onions and sprinkle that on top too if you want. You don't have to, but I love green onions. Another really good topping that would go on this would be cilantro, but I do not have any cilantro. But if you do, it's got really, really good on here. Alrighty, so you can put however many green onions you want, but I love green onions, so I put a good layer on there. You're going to cover this if you have a lid for your dish, or I'm just going to use tin foil. I don't have a lid for this. You're going to put it in the oven at 375 for about 25 minutes, and then if you want, you can take the tin foil off and broil it a couple minutes to get it nice and brown on top, which is what I'm going to do. So I will be back whenever this is done and cooled a little. Alrighty, so I baked it for 25 minutes, took off the foil, and then broiled it for 5 minutes, and it turned out beautifully, if I do say so myself. And then I let it cool for like 15 minutes, I believe. And now I'm gonna give this sucker a try. Ooh. And if you had some cilantro to top this, I don't know why I didn't think of that before, but I'm gonna come show you. Oh yeah. Scrumptious. That sure is good. I forgot to mention, depending on how spicy you want it, you can either leave in or take out the seeds from the jalapenos. But honestly, I wish I would have left more. I took most of them out, but I wish it was just a tad spicier. You could throw some hot sauce in there too before you bake it. This is an easy, very yummy recipe, especially if you use like a rotisserie chicken or anything. It'd be super duper easy. Very good. But I appreciate you all for watching my videos, and I think that's it for this episode. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.